Hi everyone, today I want to show you a card using Welcoming Window, and this bundle is on sale right now. You can get it for $44.75. Normally it is $56. And to show you what the dies look like, you can see them at the bottom here. This is on page 15 of the catalog. I've been enjoying this stamp set the last few months. I've been using it with my stamps in the mail, and I just noticed it's on sale, and so I thought I would just showcase a card I'm actually making for my mother-in-law. We were celebrating her birthday, so I thought this would be a good card for her. This bundle is not going to be in our new catalog that begins in May, so if you are liking the look of this stamp set and the dies, I would order it in the next week before the end of the month, because you can get it for $44.75 instead of the $56. So to start off, I'm going to have just a white piece of paper here, and I'm going to stamp the flowers. I'm going to start with Old Olive for the leaves here. I'm just going to put them here. This is just a scrap of paper I'm using, and then I'm going to use Real Red. And I'm going to put those on there. So we've got the flower. And then I'm going to end up die cutting everything at the same time. So I also want to stamp the flower pot. And I'm using Cajun Craze, and I want it to be a little bit lighter. So I'm going to first stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp it on here. So we've got those two things. And that is all I need for the stamped items. And then I'm also going to, I'm going to move this out of the way and move in my cut and emboss machine here. I always keep, we no longer carry our washi tape, but I still keep it around because it works really nice to hold things in place. So I have this part here. This is going to be the window. And when you really need the washi a little bit more is when you're trying to line it up with an image you've stamped. You don't want it to slide at all. So I'm just going to take some of the washi here. And this is kind of a weird trick, but I like to put it on a shirt or something first, just to kind of get a little bit of lint on it. That way it doesn't pull up some of the fibers from your image, from your paper here. So I'm just going to stick that there. And then for the pot, I'm going to do one more little piece. And if you stop by my stamp room, you'll see I often have little pieces on here just because I just keep reusing them because they last quite a while. So I'm going to put this pot on there. Sometime after you've had your acrylic pieces for a while, they can start to bow, and that's when this is more important. If you've got new, like this is a new one here, that one should stay just fine, but I just like to do it, then I know that it's going to work well. My mother-in-law has some brown shades or shutters, and so I'm going to use, I like to just fit this all on here so it goes through one time, one pass. So here we go. I'll put this here. Sorry for my arm in there. And then this is for the window box, which is also going to be in brown. All right, let's put this through. So that way I got all my pieces die cut in one turn through here. So let's look here. And I love these dies. They also kind of do a little embossing to it too. So it's cut and has, I don't know if you can see, just a little wood grain on there. And the same thing is true of the flower box, which is awesome. And on the windows. So I'm just gonna, so here we've got the window, and she's got white windows. Trying to make it look just like her house as much as possible. Obviously, we don't have every single color, but I'm gonna take these off now. And again, I'll just stick these on top of my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine so they're ready for the next time. with this stamp set, there's a couple different types of flowers, so it's kind of nice. So you could do a few different types of potted plants or just change the color. So I've got that there. And now I'm going to take my card base. Now, for a lot of cards that I've been using the set for, like for the houses, I've been using our brick embossing folder, but they don't have a brick front. So I wanted to kind of make it look like it's just wood. And so I decided to just score my, and so I'm going to do it this way, since that's the orientation here. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So every 1/2 inch, I'm going to do a score. You could use your trimmer as well for this. So here, I don't know if you can see, I'm using soft suede. It's not like the exact color, but she's got kind of a tannish house. Put this back in here so I don't lose it. All right, so here I've got my card base, and I am just looking for my adhesive. All right, I have my adhesive here, and so I'm gonna just put a little bit in each corner. I didn't go on that last. There we go. So I'll just put this on here. I am now going to just show you the window is going to go here. Now, one thing I want to do is kind of make an area that you could see through to be behind here, but like this. So I'm going to use our little sponge brushes here, and I'm going to start, I'm using Bumblebee, and I'm just going to do a little bit in the corner here. I may come back in a little bit. And then I've got Balmy Blue, so I'm just going to get a bunch of Balmy Blue on here. And I like to start going light, and then I just kind of add a little more pressure as I go. Otherwise, you can kind of get a dark spot right where you're starting. I'm wanting it to look like a beautiful day, and we're all going in on getting her windows washed, so I thought this was an appropriate card to make with the window. So anyway, there's kind of my outdoor, how you can see the sun and the blue there. So I'll set these aside. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of adhesive on the back here. I'll stick this over. I cut this just a little bit smaller than the window is. So there we go. There we go. Then I'm going to put a little on the back of each of these. Just not. There we go. I don't know what was going on before. So I'm going to stick this on this side here. There we go. Okay, so here I have this much of the card done. So now I'm going to add a little adhesive on, actually, wait a minute. I'm going to take some of our mini dimensionals and pop up this so it's, you see how small this is? Our large dimensionals, you'd have to cut in half. So these really work slick for this. And there you have a skinnier item there. All right, so there's the window box. And now I'm just gonna put some adhesive on the flower pot. And then I'll put a couple, the regular dimensionals on the flowers. So here's the card that it's a window card that's got, you can kind of see through and see outside the window, and I just tried to make it unique to kind of fit her house. So again, this stamp set is not going to be in our next catalog. Neither will the dies. So if you would like them, I would encourage you to get them in March while they are on sale for $44.75. So I hope you are getting some time to create. Talk to you soon.